I'm pretty excited about this one, obviously. This is a big deal for the YouTube channel, and this is something I've been looking forward to for ages. We had talked about this, and I wasn't sure if I'd be able to get everybody to come on, but we managed to get them all at once. We have Andy Kubert, Arthur Adams, Joe Casey, and Robert Kirkman. I'm not even going to do an introduction because you guys know all of them, all legends in the business. And
this is my first time meeting a couple of you guys.
A huge privilege to have them here with us. We're going to be talking about Terminal, a new book that's coming out this month. In a week, 2 weeks. Anyway, this month, I know that. Very soon.
I'm willing to wager that there's not a single person on this Zoom that knows the exact date that Terminal #1 is in stores.
July 22nd.
July 22nd.
Okay. I was like,
yeah, I thought it was 22nd
sure
as well.
22nd. Okay.
So, Robert and Joe, if you guys want to just talk about what Terminal is about a little bit, how it came about, and yeah, there you go. I'll leave it right there.
Finally, Robert, you can tell me what Terminal is about. My God, he's waiting.
No, I mean Terminal is a it's a new superhero book. It's a book about two opposing teams of superheroes, one that is heroic presenting and one that is villain presenting, and we like to, as we get deeper into the book, we'll find out just how heroic one is and just how villainous the other one is, and it might not be exactly what you thought, but yeah, it's a super dense, multi-layered superhero extravaganza that is going to get like more and more complex as the series runs, and yeah, I don't know, Joe, please add something.
Well, as the title suggests, the stakes are as high as it gets. So I mean, feel free to get attached to any of the characters, but
oh no,
at your peril.
Do it at your own risk. I mean, we're out to emotionally spark you.
Yeah, that's
and it's a book that I've been wanting to do for a while, but it's something that was like super complex, like I say, and so I wanted to bring Joe in to help write it, because there's so many characters and so many different facets of it, and because of how expansive we want the book to be, it required a robust art team, and so that's how we got these guys all involved, and everybody's creating different characters and everybody's handling character designs, and it's a pretty monumental team effort that I think is much better for it. If you've read my books and you've read Joe's books, this book is like a really cool amalgam of our sensibilities, and artistically, I think that you three guys, Andy, Dave, and Arthur, you all bring like something like really unique and special with your art to the book, and it makes that book that much more like special and unique, because it's a mixture of all your sensibilities brought together with this massive cast of characters. So yeah, it's a pretty cool book that's going to accomplish a lot of cool stuff, and I couldn't be more excited. July 22nd.
July 22nd. Yes. So how far along was Terminal when Joe came along, and how much did it change once you guys started collaborating?
I only had like initial ideas of, like there's two teams, and I'm trying to keep some things close to the vest because there's a lot to discover even in the first issue that I don't want to reveal. But yeah, just like some of the high points, some of the like most high level aspects of what the book became, and then Joe came in and we fleshed it out together from there.
And Andy, you came on first as
guess. I think so. I'm not too sure.
So you did most of the character designs.
Yes, yeah. In the beginning, yeah, I did. Yeah.
How much did you talk about story and kind of get in there and influence the story, or did you just kind of stick with the visuals?
No, Robert sent me the first 5 scripts to go over, and we had talked about them, and then I forget, was there a list? I think there was a list of characters that you also had that went in there, and I went over the whole thing with him, as far as what the whole thing was about, what he was looking for, what he wanted, what the whole thing was going to entail as far as their vision on it. Robert and Joe's vision on it. So yeah, just went through and started doing character designs, faxing them back and forth. There's no more faxing. Scanning them in and sending them back and forth, and we went back and forth a lot. And we went, gosh, those character designs, they took quite a few months to go through. But I think they worked out for the best and for what the characters were. Even though this is kind of like, a different take on X-Men for the most part, I did not want it to mirror the characters, to mirror the X-Men looks, especially when I drew it, like all the pouches and stuff like that. I wanted to come up with something a little different while keeping that flavor to it, if you know what I mean. I think overall it worked out pretty well so far. And what I do find interesting is seeing how Dave and Arthur, I'm pointing to you two guys, how you guys handle the character designs, because you add in stuff. I'm looking at just the way you draw. You'll add in things and I'll be like, oh, that's really cool. Like I saw one of Arthur's covers. I'm like, oh, he handled Alessandra really well. He did this and did that. I'm going to steal that. I mean, stuff like that. It's really cool. It's really neat.
It is neat to see people take on different takes on the characters, and as you say, it really is sometimes looking at it going, oh, that's how you draw that. This thing I made up. Now I know how to draw it.
Exactly. Now I know how it goes in the back of them. I won't in the back of them.
No, exactly. That's I was drawing one of the characters I made up, and I realized that when I sent in the design, I hadn't shown anything about what the back of his head looks like. I was like, what the hell does the back of his head look like? What did Andy do?
Andy did nothing.
Yeah, no.
But that's I think that's the fun of it. I really enjoyed that stuff. And even working on the character designs with Robert. I enjoy that back and forth a lot. It really helps out.
I just blanked. I had a question for you.
Oh, we're doing a live stream right now?
Yeah.
It's about the book we're all working on?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the first interior work that you've done in quite a few years. I think I remember you did Ultimate X-Men quite a while ago.
Oh, yeah.
Was that the last one? It's been a long time.
I did one issue of the Guardians of the Galaxy team up, and then I was supposed to do a couple issues, but after the first issue, my back went out, and they had to go on without me.
So it's a big deal, the fact that you're doing interior work. I mean, your covers are beautiful.
You're a nice man.
But fans love to see storytelling. There's so much that you
And it's
can
excited to be doing. I'm excited to be doing it because when I started doing this stuff, like my plan was to draw comic books, and I, as I've gotten a little bit older, I've realized I've not done that many comic books really. So maybe I should do it before while I can still sit up straight.
Yeah, I find for me,
my plan has always been to read comics drawn by my dad. So,
Well, fortunately, you guys are making that more of that happen.
well, I guess we have to.
yeah, I just wish I could
Appreciate it.
catch up time the way that I used to. I remember drawing books, 10 years ago or 15 years ago, and I could waste 2 weeks and then just go, oh no, and just get it all done and not sleep. And I can't.
I don't know how you did that, man.
No, I can't do it.
The minute I lose time, I can basically work or not work, but I can't catch up time. It's very frustrating.
Yeah.
So I live in a constant lie of how far I am ahead. I don't know if you guys are.
But the worst is the lies we tell ourselves.
Yeah. If you're a little more honest, I don't know.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be
No,
saying
I
that.
do this thing. I do this thing where I'm like, I've got to write at least 3 pages today. I got to get at least 3 pages done, and then I'll get 3 pages done in like the first like 3, 4, or 5 hours of the day, and I'll be like, I got to get 5 pages done. I got to get 5 pages done today, and then if I get 5 pages done, I'm like, I got to get 7 pages done, and then at the end of the day, and no matter what, I'm always a failure
Yeah.
because I keep moving the goalposts, and then at the end of the day,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, oh God, I didn't do it.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't get it done.
I do that.
When I was on X-Men, I had to set, well, I didn't set a timer, but I had to watch the clock, and I could only give so much time to each stage of a page. Like
I've done that.
I had to start early in the morning. I could only give like an hour or two to, from like 5 or 6 in the morning to like 7 to do
Yeah.
a layout, and then to tighten it up, and then to, do the linear breakdowns and the coloring. And I had to make a FedEx time pretty much every day, a FedEx cutoff time to send one page out to the inkers.
That is amazing. That is exactly how I used to do stuff. I'd get up and like I knew that my time I had to be done at a certain time, and I don't know how I did it back then because I don't think I could do it now. Well, also
know
if
I
I was
can't
like
do it
lived
now.
near a place I had to walk to the so that I was probably doing a little better because I had to actually walk from my apartment to the FedEx place, which fortunately wasn't that far away, but it meant I had to leave the apartment. And now
I had
farther
a-
away. And also with the scanner, it doesn't feel the same, does it?
Would you guys ever be
no.
like waiting in line at FedEx finishing the page?
Oh, yeah. Oh, finishing? No. Or waiting in line. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you had to get that box in at a certain time. If it was
Yeah.
like 1 minute later, forget it. It wasn't.
Yeah, yeah. And if I didn't have the page done, there was no point in being there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was just fear of being fired because they would totally. Back in the day, books had. to come out.
You thought they would. They wouldn't have fired you.
I still
Arthur
like-
found out.
I was
constant
warned.
fear. And
It does depend. Oh yeah, you get warned, but what are they going to do?
I was also warned, if like when I was on X-Men, they said, if sales drop, we got to make a move. And I'm so like, thank goodness it didn't really drop, but
That is unbelievable. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's how they keep you busy.
yeah,
I can't believe they told you that.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I knew that. I know that's how it works, but
Yeah.
no one ever said, yeah, we could just totally fire you if,
Yeah.
scary.
But I
Yeah,
understood
that
it,
is funny. Editorial was not like that when I first started. But why, when I was a boy, things were. Probably start sounding stupid, but I mean, and also I'm pretty tender, so I think if they had actually called and said, "Oh, well, we can just replace you," I was like, "Well, then replace me now, because I have plenty of stuff to do, man."
I understood, it was their #1 selling book and stuff, and it was a money making thing, and
It is.
if it dropped for whatever reason,
Oh no, it's sold number 2
understood it.
this month. The end.
Yeah, when you were doing X-Men, it was at the height of its popularity. It was a huge deal. And well, and Joe Casey, you were working on X-Men around that time when it was, really the center of the industry.
Yeah.
You're doing great,
It's
Joe.
kind of,
Big help.
it's kind of the back 9 center of the industry. We were kind of shutting the lights out in that dominant period, really.
You were working on like Age of Apocalypse stuff then?
No, I was like 2000.
Later than that?
2002, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Turn of the millennium.
Yeah.
Well, I wrote the most memorable and beloved Ultimate X-Men run.
That's true.
Right after me, I think, right? Pretty close to
I
it.
feel like
No,
I
you-
was bookended by you because you also did Ultimate.
Oh, that's
Ends
right.
After my
You-
run ended.
You
so-
both did Ultimate X-Men.
Yeah.
I did it too.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right before me. Well, I was looking at a lot of the Ultimate X-Men that you were doing at the time. There was a whole thing with the White House and Magneto, and
Oh, yeah,
I think Danny Miki was inking
right.
that stuff.
Yeah.
And it's amazing work. He's such an incredible inker.
Yeah, he's awesome. Yeah, I think I just drew Yeah, Adam did the first bunch, and then I came in to do 2. And we were supposed to switch on and off to keep ahead of schedules on that, or to keep up a schedule. But then Wolverine Origin came around, and then I went and did that.
Yeah, that was a big one when it came out for sure.
Yeah, that was one of the few things I was on that actually over the course of the issues went up in sales. You know, usually
Nice.
the attrition they kind of go down. Yeah, it went up.
We usually get Andy to kill books, but this one seemed to do better.
See
I
how
don't know. I
Terminal
think that
goes.
book only lasted like 5 or 6 issues, though.
That's all it was supposed to be.
That's what they say now.
Well, that's all the books do these days. 5 issues.
Maybe they were being nice to me. I don't know.
How long do you think Terminal
I have
can
to let
last?
you go, Andy.
Considering
Sorry.
how much happens at every single issue, and I don't want to say anything about it either, but a lot of things happen, and I always wonder when nothing really changes, it's kind of easy to go on forever, you know. But when it's such a thing with so many consequential things happening to characters, how long do you think it can go on?
I mean, it should go on for a good long while. It's funny. You guys have seen a large number of the issues. We've barely scratched the surface of the things that Joe and I have discussed. So there's definitely a large, like a very long roadmap ahead of us. So I'm not going to nail anything down on an issue, but the plan is to keep going for a good long while.
Nice.
There's also a vibe going for you, Dave. There is that keeping the status quo for stability and longevity, but we're kind of going the opposite way. Constant change is the status quo.
Which is good.
Yeah, it's definitely a different approach, but it's fun, and I think it'll keep readers on their toes, guessing, and again, bond with characters at your own risk.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the coolest things about that like classic stretch of X-Men from the late 70s to the early 2000s is that there was a constant evolution, and from year to year it would be like, oh, this is the team this year, this is the team this year. People would be constantly getting new costumes. The roster would be rotating. The whole world around the characters would be changing. Their location, where they operated from, was always kind of changing and shifting, and that sense of chaos that book, and then essentially that whole line of books had, is something that we're trying to capture and put in this one series.
Yeah, and there's one issue with a really distinct tone, and then another issue will come out.
Is Dave stuck?
Oh, we lost them.
Are we taking over? Is it our show now?
I thought it was just me.
No,
see.
you're moving.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, great.
There he goes.
There he is.
Oh, you're back.
Sorry, Dave, we lost you for a bit there.
I was just saying that from issue to issue, not every issue, but there are places where the tone just completely changes, and that's partly just between different artists, but also just settings, and it feels like a different book, but it still ties in. It just covers a lot of ground. I am thinking really specifically about an issue that you drew, Arthur, where it just it really takes it into a very different place, and it's like I don't know what I can say. I can't say anything.
It's a pause that refreshes.
It's a refreshing pause.
It's a light issue.
Sure.
I love comics because certain series you sit down to read an issue and you never really know what you're going to get. They can take you anywhere. I feel like comics, more than any medium, allows you to have those tonal shifts and what genre you're exploring, and whether it's going to be a funny issue or a scary issue or a happy issue or a sad issue, you have the latitude to kind of stretch the tone like a rubber band. I don't know. I think it's fun to push those boundaries as often as possible.
I think too, the nature of team books is that if you build them right, every character is their own genre. And as you find with Terminal, as we go on and we start to peel the onion and peel back the layers on these characters, you find out that each one of them comes from a very specific background, has a very specific backstory that's unique to them, which opens up the whole series to different types of stories, different genres, different tones, and we're trying to take advantage of that as much as possible too.
Well, there are characters that I love already. I've read quite a few issues, and there are things that happen to them where I think this is one of my favorite characters. I don't know how this can continue. Like, it just seems like I'm very curious to see over the next 20, 30 and more issues where some of the characters go. And I'm a little worried too, because I still remember Walking Dead. So, there are a few kicks and then, nuts with that book here and there. Issue 50, that was a tough one.
That one book that Robert is related to, that only bad things happen. Yeah.
Well, before we go on,
People
are
like
also
it.
doing some giveaways.
My wife
And,
loves it.
Eric,
It hurt me.
Yes.
you want to do a giveaway? So what we're going to do, so I've got, this is Terminal issue 1 with my cover. We also have, and I don't have it here, but Arthur has his cover for issue 1. It's a special gold foil cover provided to us by Robert and signed by Robert, and also Andy has some too, and so we're going to be giving some away. So Eric, you want to tell them how it works?
Yeah. So we're gonna pick a random winner from chat. To enter, just be active in the chat, and Nightbot will randomly pick someone. And then in the pinned comment, you can just email me at the address there with your name and mailing address, and we'll get it sent off to you. So let me go ahead and.
So I could get one?
Yeah.
You sure can. All right, let's go ahead and choose a winner.
And as you guys know, you have to have typed in the chat. I think, what is it, in the last 10 minutes? Is that right?
Well, Sheldon Martin. So Sheldon Martin is a regular. So
Yeah.
congrats, Sheldon.
Way to go, Sheldon.
Oh.
Congratulations.
Full disclosure, Sheldon Martin is my alias, so the fix is in.
Well done.
So yeah,
And-
Sheldon, that'll be 3 terminal books, all 3 signed by Robert, which is not an easy thing to get. Robert doesn't sign a whole lot of books. It was a big deal for
Not
him to
anymore.
do this for us. Arthur and Andy and me. So yeah,
Every
congratulations.
signature is one word of a script, so you can't just throw those away.
No.
It's true.
Yeah.
So we'll be doing another giveaway in another just a little bit. And we have some sketches to give away at the end of this too. I'm kind of drawing mine as we here. So I'm working on mine, so you can't see. And I keep looking down, drawing it, and I think, oh, I can keep up with the whole chat and draw, and I haven't been able to, so I stopped. So if it's not finished by the end of this, if you win it, it will be finished by the time you get it.
It's very generous of you, David.
Yeah, thank you. It's the least I could do after Robert signed how many books? It's a lot.
I've already forgotten. How many
That's the best way to
copies
do
of
it.
each? How many copies of each cover did you guys get? Was it 2,500 or was it more? I don't even know.
1,000.
Was
Thousand.
it 1,000?
Yeah, 1,000.
Okay.
1,000 of them.
Okay, yeah, but then there's so we have a cover.
I'm sure there's been
that,
a bunch more.
Like, here's one that you signed of mine. Actually,
I think
this one's
is
about
okay to talk
Joe
about.
Casey's.
So
but
so
you're
there's
gonna
a,
track down
there's
Joe.
so there's a
Yeah,
version
does
of
Joe go to
Andy's-
shows?
How? We couldn't. I didn't get a Joe Casey.
Yeah.
Well, I was at
want to keep things rare,
I was at Robert's office, and Joe was
Yeah.
there.
Dave, you have artwork behind you from Terminal, right? Is that Andy's art? I think the other day you
Which one?
mentioned to me there was in your office, Dave. You have artwork behind you. Was that Andy's art for Terminal?
Oh, right. Okay. Well, it's in front of me,
Oh, okay.
behind my screen here. So I got a poster. Yeah, and it's Andy's poster for issue 1.
Yeah, the artwork that I've seen so far is just phenomenal. I was actually going to ask you guys
Thank
if there is any artwork you can show. Are you able to give us a sneak peek here? I know Arthur's outside, but if anything's at arm's reach, it would be great to see if there's anything you can show.
From issue 1.
Sure. Yeah.
I gotta go.
Yeah, I mean, if there's anything you guys have handy, go ahead.
I can go
Go
get
grab
it.
some
Any
covers.
page? Any page?
Yeah, any page.
mean,
that
Oh
would
yeah, I
be
was just curious.
Try to
Just
stay somewhat early in the issue.
yeah, just
Okay. That's why I was asking. Okay.
good. Here's where this character dies.
Let me go get it. I'll be right back.
Arthur, there was a question for you earlier. Comic Book Bob was asking if it's true that you actually draw on larger than 11 by 17 boards.
It depends. I've been doing the covers very large. So I'll go grab some of those so I can show some of those. I draw the covers very large. The pages I've been drawing are pretty much standard size. I have on occasion drawn pages twice up. I thought for just the hopes of making this move faster, I should probably draw the pages standard size.
It worked.
But yes, I have drawn larger than standard, but not often.
How long does it take you if you draw a cover regular size versus sizing it up? Does it take twice as long?
It really depends on what's on the cover. There's a few, I've done a bunch where it's kind of close-ups of characters, and that generally just takes a day or two. But most of my covers tend to take 5 days plus or minus.
Good Lord.
I mean, the time shows. They come out incredible. And there's
Well, the main part is the beginning of me spending about the first day and a half or 2 days erasing, of me drawing something like, no, that's not quite right. Erase. You know the drill.
well, and drawing really tight, complete layouts, multiple for every one. Because you generally do that. You don't just draw a picture based on one layout. You do a few layouts.
I generally do a bunch of layouts. That's true. And I just realized that I'm about to do the cover for issue 6. And I remembered, oh, wait, I drew the issue of 6. So maybe I should draw a different cover than what I was thinking of. So we'll discuss that after. But so I'm wondering what I'm going to do next for issue 6 is what I'm trying to say. Let me go grab those covers so I can show some of them.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Joe, do you have any drawings that you can show?
No, I left my etchings in the other room.
Do you collect art at all?
I collect the art that some of my collaborators have given me over the years.
That's the best way.
That
a
means
good
I have
price.
some good stuff. I have some Ladrone pages that are pretty sweet. He doesn't even draw on paper anymore, so they're a bit rare now.
Yeah.
Well, I got this covered. This one, oh, I'm sorry. This one, how come it comes out backwards?
I think it's just for you.
No, yeah, it's the signature is the right way. Everything.
Oh, so it's coming out right. I'm looking at it on my computer. It looks backwards. But
Yeah.
but the signature's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful cover. I've seen
Oh,
that one
thanks.
quite a bit. It's amazing to see the actual original.
Oh, thank you. This one worked out pretty good. This was actually Alex Antone's idea to go for, and this was
Don't
one of
give the
the.
editor credit.
This page,
Oh, entrails.
Whoa.
entrails.
Yeah.
I actually had to reference those things because I never drew those before, so I had to reference what that looks like,
That sounds
and a
unpleasant.
spine.
But yeah, we didn't get away with a lot of that on X-Men.
The only thing is when I designed this character, he died within the first, 7 pages. So
He was a cool
Spoiler.
character, too.
You'll notice I
all the-
didn't give a lot of notes on his design.
this is like the page up that goes up before it.
That's so cool.
These are all in the preview, so it's okay. This is all very X-Men stuff.
Yeah.
And
Like, big, loud layouts.
just like me.
I like that term, loud layouts, and so much I'm going to use it in the next interview.
Alison McGlone says she has an anatomy book just for drawing organs.
Yeah, I was about
Wow.
to say, Andy needs to release a tutorial on how to draw entrails.
There you go. Yeah.
And we showed this page. I'm hoping we. Robert,
Yeah,
did we
it's
show this
fine. Go
page?
ahead. It's
Okay,
fine.
okay, good.
It's
There you
fine.
go, this
It's
one.
more.
Oh, yeah.
That's so cool.
I've been referencing these pages for all the stuff that I've been doing, which has been so great for me because I'm working on an established world designed by an incredible artist. It's a huge leg up, but coming up with some of that stuff just right out of your own head, it's amazing the way that and I've read the scripts, and the scripts are so well written. I get a picture in my head, but it's never as cool as that.
Oh, thank you. I look at you and Arthur's stuff, and I'm just like, you guys are like really good, really, really freaking good. You guys are my art gods. I don't. That's about all I'm going to show. I wish I could show some of this issue 2, but because I like that one better, art-wise.
Hey, you know what? Let's show one page of issue 2. Who knows what'll happen?
You want to? All right, let me go get it.
You're. Oh, I thought he had it. Now I feel bad.
Let me go get it. It's back in here.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Wait, why don't we do another giveaway?
Sure.
There you
Take
go.
a break and
All right. Just like before, anyone who's active in the chat, we have it on a 10-minute timer. So if you've been active in the last 10 minutes, you're entered. I'll pick a random winner and then just send me an email in the pinned comment. My email address is there with your name and mailing address, and we'll get it sent off to you.
And bear in mind, when we do send them, I will try and get them out as quickly as possible, but there's going to be a certain amount of lag because we've got conventions coming up and a few things. So, potentially give it a couple of weeks.
I guess I'll add to that, whatever you did win, if you can just put that in the email too, just so I can cross-reference it with my notes in case I get it wrong here. But is that going to be the same day? There's going to be the three.
Yeah, we're gonna again. So I'll show you guys again in case some of you are coming a little bit later. I keep pointing. The camera's over here. This is terminal number 1 with a gold foil cover. You can't get these anywhere else, and they're signed by Robert and me. This one, we have one signed by Arthur and Robert with Arthur's cover, and we have Andy with Robert and Joe Casey. Are they all signed by Joe?
No, they're not. You got to track Joe down because he's not going to be at the convention. That's
Good luck. Good luck.
Maybe not signed by Joe, but the rest of us.
Robert knows his address. We could just go there.
Does that work? Pause.
That's what
It worked okay. First, I thought it was a vacuum cleaner, and then I understood.
Suddenly, this is a morning zoo show. Okay.
I got a bunch of
Yeah. Hey, Robert, I got a 3-page sequence here from issue 2.
Oh, my
16,
God.
17, and 18. Just a 3-page thing. What do you
It's
think?
just us here. Just go for it.
Okay, that's what I figure. This one. This one
Nice.
goes
Oh, yeah, this is a
through.
I love that. I love.
So I can't quite tell. Are you drawing your pages bigger there, Andy?
No,
They're
they're
standard?
regular comic size.
Yeah, they look big on camera.
Big and loud.
Nice.
It's
Oh, I love that page.
Nice.
Yeah.
So good.
this one there.
Yep.
Those are the coolest looking guys. They are so much fun to draw with the weird helmets. I love those guys.
The bubbleheads.
Bubbleheads.
This one.
Wow.
Nice.
Oh my God.
And then,
Pretty sweet.
and that was it. That's it.
I always love a grading on an oversized drain pipe that humans can conveniently fit into.
It's a lot of fun stuff to do.
So
Fun
I can
stuff
show
to
my
do.
covers now if you want.
Yeah, let's look at some real art now. Real
Stop.
art.
Let's see. Here's number 1. This is twice up.
Amazing.
So good.
Wow.
Oh boy.
I like the monster guys.
That looks awesome.
So Arthur, you created the monster in the top left, right?
I may, let's see. So this one is mine,
Uh-huh.
and that one is mine.
See, I love what you did with the guy with the glow around him. You know,
Minotaur.
Yeah, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love
thank
what you did
you.
with him.
Thank you, because I was just thinking about having him on the next cover, and I was like, I hope these guys don't. I hope these guys are okay with what I did, because he's going to be the only guy on the next cover. Let's see. Shall I show a cover for issue 2?
Sure.
Yeah.
Right. These are all Andy's guys.
Wow.
Oh,
Oh, it looks great too. That was awesome.
Thank you. And here's issue 10, which I think people have seen. Cover for issue 10, which I drew at a crazy size just because I thought it was funny.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to draw covers at sizes
Wow.
that you can't make covers out of.
It'd be a good door poster too.
It made me
I
happy.
think
Yeah,
we had to-
exactly. And as a special treat, I have a 2-page spread from issue 6 if we want to see that.
Yes. For me to say, but
Do you want it to just be one panel, maybe?
It's fine. You go for it. You do it. You do whatever happens, happens.
all right.
whoa.
Wow.
That's wow.
Oh, geez.
Oh, that's cool.
Pretty
Inspired
sweet.
by Ditko on that first panel.
That's very cool.
Nice.
Awesome.
Put away so that didn't get seen too much.
Well,
I'm
see,
sure
for the
somebody
first time.
screenshotted it.
Now they're gonna make their own comic. Bastards.
Call it out in the chat if you screenshotted it, and maybe it'll enter you in for another prize.
I don't think we gave away too much story with that. Hopefully,
No, totally fine.
Guy's fighting a guy. Comics.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Spoiler alert: they fight.
So, Andy and
Whoa.
Arthur, when you
Is that
guys,
lightning out the window behind you?
Oh yeah, I am in the middle of a storm. I could
Awesome.
lose
Really?
internet and electricity at any moment.
Oh my goodness. Where are you?
No, I'm in Italy.
Oh my goodness. It's well, this is exciting. So I've heard it's terribly hot in Europe right now.
Yeah, I'm melting right now. It's
Oh, my
it's
goodness.
very unpleasant in this room.
Well, it
I'm
was nice of you to
also,
make the trip to go do that.
Yeah. I did the trip just to do this live stream. 'Cause Dave was like, "You can be on it, but you have to do it from Italy," which I thought was a weird request. But I'm not going to tell.
That is
Dave
weird.
Fitz no.
That is weird. You are committed to the bit. I appreciate that.
But if anyone notices my camera shaking, it is because I am on a rickety desk, and anytime I tap it, it moves.
Nice. Well done. What time is it there now?
Currently, it is 10:39 p.m.
that's actually why we're doing
Almost
a 4
time to go
o'clock
get dinner.
Hey, don't put that on me, man.
Oh no, yeah, other reasons. Yeah, we couldn't have Robert up until 3 o'clock in the morning. It would have not been great.
Yeah, Dave was originally like, "Let's start at 7," and I was like, "Wait a minute, 7."
I had
is,
no idea. Yeah.
Midnight my time. I don't think.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know
what I
if
thought.
can
That's why I was late. I thought we were supposed to start at 7. Yeah.
do that.
Yeah, normally we start at 7, but
No, this
it's
is
actually
good.
kind of nice for me to start so early. By 6 o'clock, I'll be done. You know,
Rest of the day off.
rest of the day. Well, I still have work to do tonight. At some point, I have to turn in pages and prove where I actually am. So, Andy and Arthur, when you draw a book, do you lay out the entire book all at once, go through the whole thing, and then draw pages, or you do kind of one at a time as you go along?
You want to go first, Andy?
Sure. I'll lay out about 5 or 6 pages at a clip, or a scene at a clip. I'll read ahead to know what's going on, so I can kind of in my head figure things out and don't repeat layouts and things like that. But if I lay out like a whole book at a time or even have it, I get bored out of my skull, you know. So I got to go back and start drawing pages. So I'll lay out the first 5 or 6. I'll go back and draw them up.
Do you lay them out
And then do-
small or?
Yeah, I go on an iPad Pro. I used to do it on 11 by 17 copy paper, before the iPads came out. But then my wife bought me, when I was on Dark Knight 3, she bought me an iPad Pro. And I started doing it on that. And I was able to, it was supposed to save me time, but it actually cost me more time because there's so many more options to do. And so I start monkeying around with it a lot. But after I do it on the iPad Pro, I'll print the things out on 11 by 17, and then I'll light box it through on the board.
It's awesome.
So I'm not as smart as Andy. I will do. I usually do thumbnails. I'll do a couple of different versions of each page just to. It's like I'll do a really standard version, then I'll try to do a more interesting version, and then I would show some of those to Robert in the past. And he said, "Think '90s," and then I would have to do a much more exciting layout. And again, this is the part where I'm not as smart as Andy. When I get doing the layouts on the actual pages, I get really excited about it, and I can't bring myself to stop at 5 pages. I tell myself I'll break it up in chunks, and then I just find myself having laid out the entire issue.
Do you enjoy doing the layouts or the actual drawing more?
The layouts are actually probably the most fun as my pages blow away, because we have a breeze here in California, unlike in Europe right now. I want to leave that there. Yeah, I lay it all out, and that's the part that I think is the most fun. I like the entire process, but the rest of the process is really basically taking the kind of roughly sculpted clay and polishing.
Yeah, for me, I always wish I just had a layout artist that could do all the thinking and I could just do the little details. I don't have to think. It's nice,
That's the fun part. I like the problem solving part of it.
I like it when it works. And it's done.
It always looks like it works when you do it, David.
No. We had a comment actually we had a super chat. Let me see if I can find it. I might not even be able to. Had a lot of comments. I'm going on. Oh, here we go. This is a question I get all the time, and it's an art question. So this is a super chat from Young Sinatra, and he asks, since there are so many great artists here, and this may be my only chance, how do you guys draw bent knees? So many different approaches. And I think what he means is, so when I draw bent knees, I always draw them like Frazetta, or at least my best attempt at drawing them like Frazetta. Or Joe Quesada, who had like a similar approach. Anyway, that's kind of where I got mine, and I always do them that way. And I get the question more than you would think.
I will describe how my wife describes how I teach drawing. You get some paper, you get a pencil, and you draw a bent knee.
Just like that.
Yeah, you just do it. I mean, there's
Arthur,
definitely people I
done
look
that.
at. Huh? See, not that hard. But certainly there are people in the past, and yeah, a draw bent knee can be difficult. I have lots of photographic reference of people with bent knees, and you try to draw them out flat, they look stupid. They look really weird. People start looking like they're strangely put together. So just when I'm drawing, I usually draw I don't draw realistically at all. I don't really have any interest in drawing very realistically. So I just draw stuff until it looks right to me.
Isn't back in the day you could go into any editor's office at Marvel and DC and get reference on a bent knee, right?
Back when I was a boy and I first started going to Marvel Comics, yes, they had bent knee reference all over the office. It was like plastered on the walls. There was posters everywhere. It was really useful.
I was thinking more of the freelancers on the other side of the desk begging.
Oh,
for
because
work.
they had bent knees there.
Yeah.
So you look, but see, most freelancers don't have superhero legs.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. It's a lot of sitting.
Yeah, you don't want to draw the Hulk with a flabby freelancer knee.
This is why we all draw superheroes. So, Joe, do you have a favorite character so far? A character that maybe you're attached to enough that
But I would.
That they're definitely going to die.
yeah, is there one character that's
Nice
safe?
guy.
I think is what I'm asking.
I don't, honestly, I don't have a favorite really, because when we're writing these characters, I mean, you got to just sort of embrace them all and give them all their due. And also, like I said before, I'm not trying to get too attached to these guys, just in case something awful, we decide to make something awful happen to them. But having said that, I actually think, in terms of characterization, my favorite character is this guy Ethan, who you when you read the book, you'll know who he is. But he's kind of, I don't know, I've just sort of over the course of the series so far, as far as we've gotten, he's sort of like a North Star for characterization for me. And you guys draw him great. I mean, Andy's version of him is so spot on. You think he was the lead of the series. So that, that's kind of my favorite right now.
Yeah, I feel like there are a lot of stars in the book, but he's kind of the star of the book a little bit for me. So
See?
yeah, he's a great character. Arthur.
I don't know why Robert's laughing about this. I mean, he created him.
He's trying to breathe.
Yeah. My brain isn't working anymore, guys. I'm sorry.
Were all the characters basically created when you were still working on this on your own, Robert? Or did they come together with more of a collaboration?
Oh, no, definitely not. I mean, I had like a general sense of like a starting point for a lot of characters, but there's a ton of characters that Joe contributed to the book that I had no, concept of. So yeah, I mean, this was a true collaboration. And Joe can attest to this. Like a lot of the characters were, like it's this, and this, and it's like that's it. And Joe really came in and helped, flesh them all out and stuff like that. So yeah, but I mean, I definitely had like I would say a rough framework of everybody. I mean, unfortunately, there's so much we're trying not to reveal before the first issue comes out that we speak in all these vagaries and things like that, which is I understand a little frustrating. But yeah, there's I don't know, and the cast grows from issue to issue. So I think we had like a rough. Let me help me out, Joe. Like maybe 12 characters or something when we were writing the first issue, and then by issue 6, there's probably like 25.
Yeah, I mean, give or take the ones that don't make it.
Sure.
Yeah, it's a pretty fluid cast. Well, what I like about it, again, without spoiling anything, is that I think we've done a pretty good job and this is everybody's contribution too, artists included, that where your sympathies lie shifts with different characters. I mean, you start out thinking, okay, I'm going to root for these guys and root against these guys. Then as the thing plays out and things open up and the series unfolds, it's just not simple. It's not that simple at all. And that's, to me, hopefully that'll be a hallmark of the book, that you're going to have these preconceived notions or decide early on, okay, I'm behind that guy. I mean, everybody has their favorites usually, but I think emotionally, it's sort of all over the place. It's like who you're going to sympathize with, who you're going to relate to, who you're going to feel sorry for, or who you're going to root against. It's going to be all over the place. And that's to me, that's part of the epic quality of the series, that it goes to all those different places with all those different characters.
There's a specific issue that I'm really thinking about when you say that, where I can't say a word. It's just killing me. It's so hard. I thought it was. They're all great issues. I think it's my favorite issue. And
But David, I don't know what your experience was at Heroes, and Andy, I don't know if you've done many shows since this book has been announced, but there's been so many people that are so excited to see the book, and it keeps striking me that because we've been working on this, I mean, especially you guys, but we've been working on this for so long that I kind of forgot people were going to see it someday.
Yeah.
I forget people are watching us.
Yeah, so it's like we're just making this book for us, right? But no, there's a bunch of people that we're meeting that were super excited about this book.
Yeah. No, I haven't gone to any show. Did I go to a show? No, I didn't. No. I went to the Comics Pro thing, but that wasn't that was not a fan show.
You'll see in
no,
San Diego. Of course, the book will be there.
Yeah.
And we'll be able to talk about more stuff there. It'll be great.
Yeah.
I won't be racking my brain going, oh no, I don't know what I can ask exactly.
No, you still will be a
that is
little
the
bit
real-
because, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
yeah.
just say also with the blind bag program, it's going to make it a little complicated as well on what
It is true.
what we can and can't talk about.
What can we talk about with a blind bag? Because we have a blind bag coming.
There's a blind bag.
Can we talk about anything that is in it? Not at all.
Nope, no, because that's that the magic of the blind bag is that you find out on the day when the issue comes out. So yeah, it's sorry.
If you get the blind
there's
bag,
three special books that are in the blind bag. If you've seen the Battle Beast blind bag and the recent Mask blind bag that came out last month, you kind of get a sense of, well, actually, no, it's still June. Came out earlier this month. You kind of get a sense of what these three special books could be. They are individual like special comics that may or may not actually be Terminal number 1. It's a really exciting prospect of, I get this blind bag of Terminal number 1. I open up the bag. I have no idea what could be in there. But yeah, who knows? Who knows? It could be a golden ticket to Disneyland. Could be anything.
That's what I heard. All right, let's do another giveaway really quickly, Eric.
Sure thing. All right, let's choose a winner. Okay. Russ Stellard. Russ, if you can email me your details and we'll get
Hang on,
that
Eric.
up.
Wait.
What?
Congratulations, Russ.
No.
There we go.
There.
Applause. Congratulations. So those of you that might have come in just a little bit later, we're giving away Terminal issue 1. We have I keep forgetting what camera I'm looking at. We have Terminal number 1 with the gold foil cover. This is my cover for issue 1. We also have Arthur's cover for issue 1. He was showing it just a little bit later, and Andy was showing his. So all three of them signed by me, Arthur, and Andy, and by Robert. And that's not an easy signature to get. So it's a big deal getting one of these, and you'll get these. There's going to be a bit of a lag because we can't actually send these out, so before the issue comes out. So you're going to have to wait just a little bit before we can send these, but you'll get them signed. And there is no other place where you can get. We'll have them at San Diego. By the way, we'll have these at San Diego for sale. They're not going to be cheap. So this is a
$1 million.
a lot. So yeah, congratulations on that one. I cannot wait for this book to come out, especially to be able. This would be a much easier live stream to do in a month. And ask all these questions, and as it is right now, I'm like, whoa. So
Let's do another one.
Robert, how do you like writing comic books?
What'd you say?
I said, how do you like writing comic books?
I love it.
Who do you think would win in a fight? Batman or this is kind of what I'm reduced to right now.
Give it to me. Batman or who? I would
Fred
say
Flintstone.
anyone over. Fred Flintstone beats the crap out of Batman. Batman's got no powers. Fred Flintstone is a caveman. He's got very big
Caveman.
bones.
He
Yeah,
eats
you know.
Bronto burgers.
Wasn't he in a
Yes.
Batman? Something like that. It was Elmer Fudd. was in Batman, right?
Yes.
It was
Was.
nuts.
Lee Weeks did an
King and
excellent
Lee
job.
Weeks, I believe. Yeah.
Let me
Yeah.
run something by you guys. I was looking through an old notebook of like notes that I made to myself when I would brainstorm stuff, and this was about circa 2007, and it had a little note that I made to myself that said Flintstones as teenagers, and it was called the BC.
Okay.
Yeah, that you should have pursued that.
I
Yeah,
know, right?
yeah,
It could work. I could see it.
yeah,
I know,
yeah.
oh, yeah.
But would it all be the
Was it the
same
OC
cast or
era?
smaller, like whole new characters? So you expand the world.
Well, no, it'd be like to subvert expectations. It'd be teenage Fred and teenage Betty dating, and teenage Barney and teenage Wilma sleeping together. And
No, that's you modern people ruining my childhood. I don't even know how you live with yourself. Shocking.
it's tough.
Yeah.
Arthur, it's tough.
Almost scandalous. I love the fact that anyone watching this that's younger than us has no idea what the hell the Flintstones are.
Not a clue. Why are they talking about vitamins?
Or cereal.
Flintstones. Yeah. No idea at all.
God, that's right. Even the John Goodman movie was more than 30 years ago. Jesus Christ, we're old.
Speak for yourself.
So, Andy, I saw a whole issue that you had drawn tighter than just a layout, but no line weights or shadows, or it was all there. Like all the backgrounds, everything was there. It was amazing to see that, just because your work is incredible, and seeing it without everything, just like the basic kind of construction. There was a lamp, and you actually had that constructed properly. I never do that. I need to learn how to do that properly, but you did the entire issue that way. And then a couple of months later, I saw it all finished and inked and put together. It's amazing to go back and forth between the pages and look at how much it changed. Is that something that you do normally, or do you more just generally kind of start a page?
When I ink myself, I call those like linear breakdowns. So you just have the outlines done on the thing. It's basically all outline stuff, and I got that from John Buscema pretty much. So I'll have those. I call pretty much my pencils, and I might go before I go and ink it. I might take the side of my pencil just to spot some blacks, just to make sure that everything's in there, and I'm pretty sure of what I'm going to do. But as far as if somebody else were going to ink it, I'll put everything in. I'll take the pencil and I'll put in the lighting, the light source, and the rendering, stuff like that. But I'll do it in such a way where I can't do it. I've seen people pencil for other people ink that's so tight, that you really doesn't leave the inker any freedom or any kind of it's just pretty much tracing or going over the lines. I'd rather have the inker add him or herself to it, and I think it gets more lively, and there's more life to the drawing. That's if you get a good inker,
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll take away, but
There's not
most
that
of the
many of
time
those anymore.
there's not that many. But I've been very, very, very fortunate to have some of the best inkers around work with me, and they've contributed a lot to what I've done. So that's what you saw is probably an issue from Terminal, the one of the first 5 issues. So that's how I did it for myself.
That's very
There's some
cool.
super chats. I think we're a bit behind. JDSCT was saying he wants to say thanks for doing this, legends one and all.
Thank you.
Had a super chat for making your own creator-own title. What's the best strat for a title? Like an obscure terminology or single pensive word or a name of the protagonist. How do you go about that? I guess Rob or Joe.
I wanted this book to be called Arthur Adams' Terminal, but Robert and Joe said no.
If you
Why?
had seriously suggested that, I would have considered it. For me,
But then would
I
you have
think that-
copyright of my name?
That's why I would have accepted it. For me, I think the best titles make the audience ask a question. You know, when you see a book called Terminal, I feel like that's kind of leading and oh, okay, like what are they trying to say with that? What does that mean? You know, does that mean that the characters are close to dying? Is that what they're trying to insinuate? And in the case of this book, the answer would be yes. But you know, like when you see a superhero book and it's called Invincible, I feel like that's, you know, a striking, memorable title, but it also kind of makes you think like, okay, what's going on with this? What's going on with that? You know, I did this book called Oblivion Song. It's two nonsense words, but it just sounded memorable to me, like Oblivion and song together. And again, I feel like it makes you like question, like, okay, why is that called Oblivion Song? I don't understand. Like, I want to know more. So I always try to come up with titles that I feel are going to make the reader see them and go, I want to know more about that title.
Have you ever come up with a book based on a title, or is it always the other way around?
Oh no, it varies, but I have very often, you know, thought of like, ooh, that'd be a good title for something. What could that be? And then that ends up becoming something eventually. So yeah, sometimes the title comes first, and then sometimes an opening scene comes first. Like, ooh, this would be a cool event. Like that would be something that would, you know, be exciting to kind of just dive into. Oblivion Song was a good example of that. Like Oblivion Song has this opening scene that takes place in an alternate reality, and you don't know who's the good guy and who's the bad guy and what's going on. And I had that idea for a scene, and then eventually that kind of grew into Oblivion Song. But yeah, I have had things that have been title first, and it all happens in different ways.
Can I share a title that no one can steal? It's a great title, so no one steal it, okay? So,
Careful, Arthur.
Yeah, I know. It's all right. I don't think anyone will want to steal this one. So when Popeye became, some of the first series of Popeye became public domain, like one of the things I loved most when I was a kid was Popeye. One of the things I thought I would do was grow up to draw a Popeye comic strip for the newspapers. I was like, that would be awesome. That would be my dream job. So that became public domain, but it was only the early issues. And I don't know how much you know about the early issues of Popeye, but the original series was called Thimble Theater. And Popeye wasn't added till much later. So there was characters like Olive Oyl and her brother Castor Oil and Olive's boyfriend and Castor Oil's best friend, Ham Gravy.
Oh,
So the title of this thing I was going to do was going to be called Ham Gravy on Dinosaur Island. See?
I would buy Arthur Adams' Ham Gravy on Dinosaur Island.
Everybody would.
I'm glad we've got a few.
We can give away some foil covers for that, huh?
Green